Hey guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to the channel Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. This is the daily forecast. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. If you're interested in doing a monthly subscription, please go over to patreon.com and look up Engelgeist. Over there, you can get readings that are available only over there, and also access to charming, a month, that sort of thing, depending on which level of subscription service you order. Sunday nights I go live for charming, so if you're interested in watching that, or for card pulls, you want to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That's another way to support the channel. Just even liking and sharing the videos also help. This video is for Monday, the 27th of July. It's not necessarily only for that date. It's for whenever you see it. For those of you that tune in regularly and watch my videos, this is just building upon the energy that we had throughout the week. But I believe these messages can be utilized whenever you see them, and that they will find their way to you when sort of you're ready, or when they're appropriate. At least that's the intention. So they are timeless. They're for the greater good, the highest good for the greater collective, is sort of how I see them. So let's see what's going on. We had all of that Pentacles energy this week, so it'll be interesting to see what we're adding to all of that, because the entire week's forecast was all Pentacles. So I want to see if we're going to get different stuff daily. Okay, the Hanged Man. So, the Hanged Man is always, first off, it's major arcana, so it's usually a fairly significant experience, something we might feel a little bit stuck with. This is the idea of that Son of Pentacles energy we saw yesterday, that slow-moving energy. This might be some of that, you know, that vibe of the Hanged Man, of feeling sort of trapped in our own situation, or things aren't moving as quickly. We may feel as though we don't have enough opportunity or the ability to move in ways that we would like to, or as quickly as we would like to. The key with the Hanged Man to me is that I feel like as we're calm and we pay attention, we gain enlightenment. Through that enlightenment, we're able to sort of see that we can release ourselves at any point in time. I feel like with this particular Hanged Man in the design, because it's a bat hanging upside down, it's like he knows that he is waiting, right? He knows, and I think that this is maybe the focus that we want to take today if we are feeling frustrated or held back within a situation, stuck to something we don't want to deal with, or things aren't moving at a pace that we sort of want or would like, is we need to let ourselves be aware that sometimes this time needs to be taken so that we can observe, so that we can get all the facts, so we can have a fuller awareness of what is going on around us, what options are available to us, and how to sort of best utilize those things. There's always this awareness that comes with the Hanged Man, where in a more traditional tarot deck, he's hanging there and the rope is right next to him, right? So he can always sort of just reach up and release himself at any point in time. And that's similar to this bat. Like when this bat is ready to fly, he can kind of release himself from whatever he's hanging from and go out into the night journey. The thing is with bats, and I've done this, we've had the bat card, I think, twice this month too, is that with bats, they work on echolocation, so they move through the night, through the darkness. And so there might be a little trepidation about making a decision or making a move because we're unsure of sort of which way to go. But I do think that with this, there's a strength and a learning to be had, or an awareness to be created that's significant, because it's going to be about us sort of trusting ourselves and moving forward when we feel as though we're ready, or when we intuitively know that we are ready. The Hanged Man is also associated with the sign of Pisces, which is also very psychic and sort of intuitive. And that's why I talk about sort of being intuitively ready, or feeling as though we're intuitively ready. Because with that Tiger card that we also had from the Sunday reading, that was all about sort of that sort of night hunting, intuition, strength kind of vibe that came with that card. So to me, this is about like trusting ourselves to know that even if we feel like we're sort of stuck in a holding pattern right now, we need to be aware that we are gaining what it, either awareness or information, a better perspective, whatever that is, we need to sort of seek that out. That what's like that sort of viewpoint of the situation and embrace it is kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this. That instead of being in frustration or anger or annoyance with our situation, or maybe the slower vibe that we have, because we do have that Son of Pentacles or that Knight of Pentacles energy underneath this Hangman, which kind of almost gives like double slow down. Instead of being frustrated with it, what can we do with this time? Can we relax? Can we rest? Can we go into a space of self-care? Can we sort of lift our own spirits through activities that we enjoy as we're waiting, right? I kind of feel like some of you might have some irons in the fire, certainly with all that Pentacles energy. There's this opportunity this week to maybe sort of get things accomplished, or this desire to want to get things bettered in our material world. But there's also a big emphasis on patience in the early part of this week, guys. And so try and allow that patience to be sort of a grace period versus a frustration, is sort of the feeling that I'm getting from this. We want to look at this grace period, or this wait, this slowdown, this pause, as maybe an opportunity to rest, or an opportunity to gather more information, more awareness, more enlightenment around a situation before moving forward, okay? And that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? We don't want to sort of jump the gun, so to speak. Okay, it's our friend Peacock. We've had him before too. He's the element of air. When I look at him today, let me just look at him for a minute. What's he trying to say today? Because I feel like Peacock is about assimilation, if I remember correctly. Because I sort of see him as being a fanciful bird that sort of shows off his beauty and his, plumage. I don't get that feeling with it so much this week, because this bat seems so concealed, right? The bat feels sort of insular, hanging upside down on a pause. But then it reminds me that Peacock, I believe, if I remember correctly, and I will read the book's definition, Peacock, her definition for Peacock was about assimilating things. And when I think about assimilation, if I am correct about that, this bat is doing exactly that. He's sort of hanging there upside down, assimilating everything. The slowness of the Son of Pentacles that we have underpinning this is that idea of sort of taking everything in, looking at it, and assessing it for what it is, and then assimilating it into like the world as we know it, like almost adapting to our situation or our environment and what it provides us with, what skills, what tools, what opportunities it provides us with, and then taking them when the opportunity is right, versus rushing things through, pushing things through, trying to force things through. I also feel like with this Peacock, there's a little bit of that, that flash and sort of pomp that a Peacock has, or that that showiness that a peacock may have. We want to not necessarily rely on that, if that makes sense. Let me read these to you really quick. Let me find the Hanged Man. Hanged Man, I don't know if I did say it's associated with Pisces, just so that you know. Not that that's important, but sacrifice and letting go. Many people talk about the art of letting go, but what does it really mean? How do you achieve it? The Hanged Man has all the answers. He's the master of non-attachment. This card implies there's a sacrifice or a difficult or painful situation coming up in your life. This could be that Five of Pentacles coming up at the end of the week too, guys. You might see it coming a little bit, but some of you might see it coming a little bit early on, but don't be afraid of it. Like, it's definitely the feeling too. The bat is looking at it straight on. Though you naturally want to resist and struggle through it, be more like the Hanged Man. Find stillness, open your eyes, and use this new perspective to learn something. You're stuck here either way. Coupled with that Son of Pentacles energy, I think that this is an opportunity for us to be observant, to adapt and assimilate, right? We have this Peacock energy too of assimilation. Assimilate ourselves into this place of embracing our situation versus fighting against it. Let me look to the air. Where is the air? Air. Here we are. I just want to read. Inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. So that's the thing here is like, however frustrated or anxious we may feel with this hanged man energy or on pause, this assimilator of anything is the key to this peacock. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. So when it's in balance, it's confident and kind. When it's out of balance, it can digest situations, or can't digest situations. And when to bring it into balance, meditation on the navel area or your second and third chakra. To me, I kind of think that this is about adapting to a situation where we might feel stuck. We might feel like we don't have a lot of options. We might feel like we have to sit still for a moment, and that might feel uncomfortable for some of us this week. But remember, we had that wealth stone. Like, so where is the wealth in this situation? Where is this, during this pause, what can we give to ourselves, right? That appears to be positive, that gives us an opportunity to experience the abundance of sort of what's going on around us, even if we don't feel like things are moving quite quickly. And then get the grounding stone. Okay, so this is on obsidian. This is energy. So grounding in our energy, grounding in, like this day today, I feel like is going to be key as to what we're focusing on is what we're going to receive, right? If we're staying stuck in this hanged man, the Son of Pentacles, frustrated with that energy, and we're not assimilating it, and we're not being conscious and aware of it, we're going to create more like frustration, more anger, more aggravation. If we're looking at it through this idea of the beauty of the peacock, like finding the beauty in anything and everything that we're dealing with, taking the pause and using it as an opportunity to explore the wealth of the breath that we can take during this moment, that also adds to our energy. We can ground in that sort of energy or that sort of viewpoint. Really, today's reading feels to me like it is a significant choice with the Hanged Man, but it's a choice of whether or not we choose to be in line with our environment and what it provides us, or be in sort of resistance to our environment and what it provides us. And being conscious and aware of whatever we choose, we're going to be sort of grounding into that energy. And the choice really is ours. We get to assimilate and choose which one we want, right? That is your forecast for the day. I hope that makes sense. Please leave me a like, a share, a comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We'll see how this builds. Thank you for tuning in. I love you. Take care, and bye-bye.